Welcome. This is the continuing story of Princess Esmeralda of the Land of Book 2, The Sharing of Gifts. Written and read to you today by Cynthia Thompson, illustrations by Susan Shorter. Princess Esmeralda of the Land of had learnt that she was special and her world was filled with love, colour and laughter. Because she had learnt to care for and look after her beautiful garden, she too had been cared for and looked after by everything within it. She was filled with love, colour and laughter and was happy. The colours and joyful expressions of the flowers had brought Esmeralda inspiration. She had learnt to draw and paint their beauty as they grew and changed, so she would have their images with her always. And as the seasons changed, Esmeralda had learnt that all life changes. The enchanted Seahorse and Fairies taught Esmeralda to watch nature and learn. In the springtime, the flowers were starting to pop their tiny heads out of the earth. They had been resting beneath the surface throughout winter, and now as they felt the spring rain and warmth of the sun on the earth, they knew it was time to appear once again in full view. The blossoms on the trees started to open and show. They knew it would soon be time to grow into fruit. But first they wanted to show their delicate colours, for they also knew they were needed as a reminder that from gentle beginnings wonder happens. All the herbs were ready to burst into life and offer their special fragrances and tastes, for they knew they helped the other plants and all life grow strong and healthy. The new vegetables started to grow. These were lighter in colour. They knew that a crispness and vibrancy is what was needed from them now. This was the time of joy and wonder, as the newness of everything started to sprout and open, and Esmeralda could see that it was a new season, the one of new beginnings. She found she too was growing and feeling lighter inside, and new life was everywhere now. The newborn baby creatures called to their mothers to be fed. The nesting birds in the trees, the lambs in the fields, the foals and the new fairies and sprites. They are all gentle creatures, and yet they were demanding of their mothers to take care of them, for they knew they were special and loved. They also knew they were the ones to express the joy now appearing everywhere. And so they frolicked and ran and bleated and chirped to everyone. When summertime came, Esmeralda found her garden was filled with so many sparkling colours, from the fruits and vegetables, the flowers that were everywhere, with such vibrant colours. The sun shone more brightly, and the breezes were cooling to her. She needed the water from her gentle sparkling stream to water and nourish not only herself, but also everything in her garden. Everything was ready now for her. There was so much food from her plants. She asked her magical garden, "What do I do with all you give to me? I have more than I could possibly use." The tiny fairies and sprites Esmeralda had learnt to love and care for smiled, because they knew their fairy princess had a gentle, caring heart, and now needed to learn the secret. "Would you like to know a secret?" the purple fairy asked her. A secret that we know is important as the seasons change? Oh, yes, please, said Esmeralda. We share this with you because we know you will understand. Life goes in a circle. Everything is born, grows with the love and nurturing from its guardians in nature, twinkled the blue fairy, then shares of its special gifts to others, so they may grow. Then it changes once more, but it has not gone, for part of it is born once more, said the fairies in unison. All you need to do is watch nature and learn. In summer, the bees are busy. Watch them as they collect the pollen from the flowers to take back to their homes, the hives, said the blue fairy. As they go from flower to flower, they are helping the flowers share love and joy of life from one flower to the next, which then helps the fruit to grow. Also, remember the bees when winter comes, for that is when they share their gift of honey with us, said the yellow fairy. It is what we need in winter to keep us warm inside, so the flowers are still sparkling within us even then, said the red fairy. Do you remember the colours of the rainbow? They asked in unison. What do you feel when you think of yellow? Asked the yellow fairy. I feel so happy, said Esmeralda. I remember the corn I ate, the sweetness making me smile. I remember the peaches and the juice running down my chin, she giggled. What do you feel when you think of rainbow red? Asked the red fairy. I feel warm and bubbly inside. I remember the juicy strawberries, so sweet to smell and taste, so warm from the sun. And the tomatoes, the tingling taste on my tongue, laughed Esmeralda. What do you feel when you think of rainbow blue? Asked the blue fairy. I feel the sparkling coolness of the water, the gentleness of the summer sky, sighed Esmeralda. What do you feel when you think of the beautiful green? Asked the green fairy. Oh, I feel so loved by all my garden as it surrounds me, and the tickling softness of the grass beneath my feet, smiled Esmeralda. Now, what do you feel when you think of the pink, the purple, and indigo colours of the rainbow? Chorused the sprites. It feels like the blanket of the evening sky, as it is turning from day to night. It helps me feel I am always taken care of and watched over, whispered Esmeralda, closing her eyes and wrapping her arms around herself. So everything you see gives you a gift. Through sharing of its colour, you can feel it, taste it, smell it, see it, even hear it if you listen carefully, Esmeralda. That too is part of the secret we all share, said the enchanted Seahorse, who now appeared. After a time, the weather changed once more. Esmeralda saw the colours in her garden change to the golds and browns. This season is called autumn, said the enchanted Seahorse. It is the time when nature prepares for the sleeping time. The trees need to rest from all the effort they have spent to provide us with fruit. I am so grateful to you, my precious garden, said Esmeralda. This is the time when many of the flowers withdraw. Some will remain to give what colour they can, and some of the plants need to rest to prepare for winter. The vegetables that now grow have within them the special colour needed at winter time, It is a darker colour. Now the rainbow filled the sky each day to remind everything, including Esmeralda, that colour is still with us, just shown differently. So even though the skies turned grey and the weather turned cold, the rainbow had agreed to hold the colour through the sleep time, ready to share once again when needed within the garden. It is the time when you too need to prepare yourself, Esmeralda, to watch nature working in your garden and be aware of what you need to do for yourself and for your garden, so that when the time is once again springtime, the vibrant colours will return in the flowers and all things in your magical garden. You will feel this within you also. Many of the trees became bare, the leaves had changed colour and now left those trees. Esmeralda noticed they lay on the ground, and she was concerned. "Why do the leaves need to die?" she asked sadly of the enchanted seahorse. "Do not be sad, Esmeralda. Yes, the leaves are changing, but part of them will remain, as they now will give the gift of themselves to the soil beneath the trees and plants. They will now help to nourish the soil, so the magical garden can once again grow everything you need to eat. One thing we must remember, Esmeralda, is to give thanks for what has been given with love." Yes, the tree is resting, but it is also gaining strength from the earth beneath, where you cannot see, said the enchanted seahorse gently. It is time for you to do the same, Esmeralda, to rest and gain strength. Can you see there are different trees here? Their fruit is yellow and orange. They are the trees called citrus. They now provide you with the goodness you will need within yourself. Remember the bees as well, as their golden honey will be like the sun is still shining, but it will be within you to protect you from the coldness that comes, and as a reminder that all must rest beneath the surface. The vegetables that now grow in your garden are darker in colour. They hold the goodness for you at this time to nurture and protect you. The colours have changed to remind you to rest within yourself. Like your garden, you need to prepare yourself for the energy time of spring and of new beginnings once more. As you watch your garden go through the seasons, Esmeralda, you can see how you too go through your own seasons. The new beginning of spring, the harvest time of summer, the slowing down of autumn to the resting time of winter, to prepare once again for the joyful burst of new beginnings in the next springtime. Now you have learnt, as your garden has shared its gifts with you, Esmeralda, you can share your gifts with others. "I now understand," said Esmeralda with excitement. "As you share what is given to you and share who you are, giving with love, you will have everything you need. That is what we are all here to be part of, the circle in life." "Yes," smiled the enchanted seahorse. "Now go and share your colour, Esmeralda." That is the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you.